Hello everyone, hope all of you are doing well. Today we are going to discuss some numericals from previous question papers of SSLC Physics. Are you ready? This question is asked in the year March 2021. This is a 4-mark question. We have 3 questions here. For the first 2 questions we have 1 mark and for the third question we have 2 mark. Okay, can we move to the question? Here a circuit diagram is given and we have to answer for the 3 questions. Okay, so observe the circuit diagram and answer the questions. The first question is find the effective resistance of the given circuit. Second one, calculate the current flowing through the circuit. The third one is what is the heat produced in the 100 ohm resistance if the current flows for 10 minutes. So we can answer one by one. Right. So what was the first question? To calculate the effective resistance in the given circuit. So we can see the circuit diagram. Here 2 resistors, that is R1 and R2 are given. The value of R1 is 100 ohm, R2 is 15 ohm. And we have the potential difference 230 volt and a key is connected. So here the current flows through the circuit. Right. So how we will find the effective resistance? So to calculate the effective resistance, first of all we have to check which type of connection is this. Okay. So which type of connection is here? We have an end-to-end connection. Right. So that is a series connection. So in series connection, what will be the equivalent resistance? How we will calculate? Yes, that is R will be equal to R1 plus R2. That is the effective resistance in the case of a series combination. So we have R1 as 100 ohm and R2 15 ohm. So how we can calculate? Yes, we can directly substitute the values. Right. So what we will get? R is equal to R1 plus R2, that is 100 plus 15. That is 115 ohm. Right. Can we move to the second question? Here, calculate the current flowing through the circuit. So the same circuit we have to look again and calculate the current flowing through the circuit. How much current will be flowing through the circuit? So how we can calculate the current? Here we have R and V. So is there any equation connecting these 3? I, V and R. Yes, we have studied from Ohm's law, right? How we can find I? I will be equal to V by R, isn't it? So what is V? That is 230 volt. And what about R? R we have calculated now, right? What is R? That is 115 ohm. So can we substitute? So we will get I is equal to 230 by 150. So that is 2 amperes. Is it clear? And the third question is, what is the heat produced in 100 ohm resistance if the current flows for 10 minutes? Here what are the quantities given? The resistance is 100 ohm. Across 100 ohm we have to calculate the heat produced. And time is given in minutes, that is 10 minutes is the time. So first of all we can convert the time into seconds. Okay. So how we will convert the minute into seconds? Yes, that 10 minutes will be equal to 10 into 60 seconds. Right. So what we will get? That is 600 seconds. Isn't it? Then how we can find the heat energy produced? Have you studied the equation? Yes, that is H is equal to I square RT, right? So, I, R and T, all the 3 quantities we have to just substitute and find the answer. So, how we will do? Yes, here I is 2 that we have calculated. So, I square means 2 square into R. R is 100. Okay, that is given in our question. Across 100 ohm resistance we have to calculate the heat. So, into 100. Into what is time? Time we have converted into seconds, that is 600 seconds. So when we multiply this, what we will get? Yes, that is 2,40,000 joule. Okay, so that is the answer. That much heat will be produced across 100 ohm resistor. Is it clear? I will repeat. So in the three cases, so for first question we have 1 mark. Okay, that is very easy to find because only the effective resistance we have to calculate. So for that what we will do, this is a series connection. So that equation we have to write down. Okay, R will be equal to R1 plus R2. Then we can just substitute the values. So we will get it as 100 plus 15. That is 115 ohms. Okay, it is very easy, right? Then for the second question we have to calculate the current flowing through the circuit. Here we have to remember only the equation, that is from Ohm's law. We have I is equal to V by R. Then directly we can substitute the values. Here V is 230 and R is 150. So that is 2 amperes. Now the third one is to calculate the heat produced. So heat is H is equal to I square RT. Here also we have to substitute the values. That is I is 2, R is 100 and T is 600. So when we multiply this, we will get the value of heat energy produced. Okay, is it clear? It was asked in 2021 model examination. Can we move to the question? Okay. We have a circuit diagram and we have to analyze the given circuit and answer the following questions. Okay. The first question is, how are the resistors connected in the above circuit? Second one, what will be the current shown in the ammeter? Third one, calculate the current through the resistor R1. So here R1 and R2 are the two resistors. That is R1 is 10 ohm and R2 is 15 ohm. The voltage or the potential difference is given as 12 volt and an ammeter is connected here. So in the first question we have to answer which type of connection is here. That means how the resistors are connected in the circuit. So look at the circuit diagram and what we can understand from this. Here R1 and R2, both the ends are connected together in both sides. So that means which type of connection is this? Yes, that is a parallel connection. Right. So that first answer is parallel combination or parallel connection. Okay. So for this we are getting 1 mark. And for the second question also we have 1 mark. Can we read the question? Yes. That is, what will be the current shown in the ammeter? That means the current flowing through the circuit we have to calculate. So how we will calculate the current flowing in the circuit? Yes, we can apply Ohm's law here, right? So what we will get? I will be equal to V by R. I is equal to V by R. But we don't know the effective resistance. So first of all we have to calculate the effective resistance. Then only we can substitute in this equation, isn't it? So how we will find resistance? Here this is a parallel combination. So that we have to use 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Right, that will be the effective value. So how we can find R? R will be equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So what is R1? R1 is 10 ohm and R2 is 15 ohm. So can we substitute? Okay, so that R will be equal to R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. That is 10 into 15 divided by 10 plus 15. That is 150 by 25. Okay, so that will be equal to 6 ohm. Now we have calculated the resistance. Now can we find I? That is current. Yes, current I is equal to V by R. So what is our V? V is given as 12 volt. Okay, so that we can substitute here. That will be 12 by 6. What is the answer? That is 2 ampere. Clear? Now can we move to the third question? Okay. Here we have to calculate the current through the resistor R1. That means the current flowing through R1 only we have to calculate. So which equation can be used to calculate? The current we have to calculate, right? So which equation we can use? I1 will be equal to V by R1. Here instead of R we have to substitute the value of R1. So what we will get? Here V is the same, right? So that is 12 divided by R1 is how much? 10 ohm. It is given in your circuit. So that we can substitute here. That is 12 by 10 that is equal to 1.2 ampere. So we have finished these 3 questions, and for each questions we are getting 1 marks. Okay, clear? So I will repeat. So in the first question we have to answer which type of connection is this one. So this is a parallel connection that we can answer. And in the second case we have to find the current flowing through the resistors. That means through the whole circuit. So how we will find? I is equal to V by R. So for that we found the effective resistance, that is R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. That value is found to be 6 ohm. Then we will substitute the values of V and R, that is 12 by 6. So that was 2 ampere. Okay. Now the third question is to calculate the current across R1 only, that is across 10 ohm we have to find the current. So how we calculated? Yes, that is I1 is equal to V by R1, that is V is 12 by R1 is 10. So 12 by 10, that will be equal to 1.2 ampere. Okay, is it clear? You can wind up the video. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.